Okay, good morning everybody. Welcome to the Psyche Academy. So today we're going to be talking on a few different things. Again, relating to this week is again more about psychic development, intuitive development. So we're going to be working specifically on automatic writing today. Then we're going to be looking at an exercise called word association interpretation. So basically, I'm going to be writing down certain words on the board, and each of you are going to give your own particular intuitive interpretation of that word or that phrase that means something very deeply to you, translated through feeling. Okay, so this is just basically word association to help become more energetically sensitive, so to speak. Then we're going to be doing a group reading exercise. It's not like the exercises we've done in the past. Basically, one person will be chosen, and they'll be reading every single person in the group today. So basically, not to the extreme, but basically just having like sentences in that sense. You know, just being able to look at a person, say something intuitively, and then moving on to the next person, moving on to the next person, etc. This is often what we refer to as a mediumship circle. So we'll be doing that today as well. So let me just fix the tripod, make sure it's a little bit more stable.
Hey, Serge.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Marvelous. Glad to see you here.
Glad to see you too.
Okay, David, you showed up. David, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, hi everybody. Hi Brad.
Great. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey.
Hi, David.
How are you?
Just gotta fix this camera. There we go. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started with this morning's meditation. So let's get ourselves into a nice relaxed position, posture. Making sure our body's free of any particular points of strength. And go ahead now and close your eyes. And now just taking a deep breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And breathing in again through your nose. And out through your mouth. Once again, breathing in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Let's just bring our hands up to Namaste prayer posture, placing your thumbs against your chest, towards your heart. Just feeling that connection now to the heart space, to your heart chakra. Just allowing that bondage of energy between the gateway of the heart, the gateway of feeling, and your entire being. Just imagining now that your heart is opening up wider and wider and brighter and brighter. As it becomes wider and brighter, you start to feel more of the essence of feeling coming together deeply within your being. Just like a streaming river that is now passing through the entirety of your body, the entirety of your mind, and the entirety of your spirit. Just open yourself up as deeply as you can to the state of feeling this morning. Just let this energy bond together with you. Just come into now this beautiful state of sweet surrender, of serenity together. Just checking in with yourself, letting yourself become centered, and allowing your mind, body, spirit to share anything that it wishes with you here in this moment now. And just sending love and appreciation to yourself and to everything else that is, sending that out to the universe, sending it out to all of creation. With love and appreciation to you all. Namaste.
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 Okay. Come back into the present moment. Wiggle out our hands or feet. Flutter our eyes if you like. Okay, so we're going to be moving on next to our morning affirmations. So I'll go ahead and get started with my affirmation, and we'll move down. We'll go the other way this time. We're going to go through Anne, and then we're going to come up to Willoughby after I do my affirmation. So my affirmation for this morning is that I realize there's a lot on my mind, a lot of clutter, a lot of things just basically taking me into different directions. But I do feel a lot of the creative spark right now, and through this creativity of what is helping me to follow my path of least resistance, I will discover something that will help to bring myself back into centering, alignment, pertaining to where all these thoughts work together with me rather than its opposite. Okay, so let's move on to Anne.
Thank you. That could have been mine as well. I acknowledge that I'm impatient for an end result, but I see the value in the lessons I'm shown along the way and the clarity that I would not have been able to attain had I rushed straight to the end result. So I value the experiences and the little challenges in my way and look for the lessons in them.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you, Anne. Okay, let's move on to Autumn.
Yeah, I acknowledge that I'm kind of in a vulnerable phase right now and feeling a little bit, I know there's a piece of me that feels unlovable, but my higher self is so compassionate for that part of me and is recognizing that there's just a little bit of time that needs to happen in order to heal that and to embrace my true divinity and loving self.
Are you open to sharing what that vulnerability is, or is that something that's a little bit too...
Oh, I just ended a relationship,
Oh,
and so, yeah,
okay.
just some heartbreak.
I know what you mean. I know what that's like.
Yeah.
But you know what? You have all these people here sending you lots of love and lots of support.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Autumn.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to David.
Okay, I acknowledge that I have a big challenge finding solutions to my challenge, but I realize that it helped me to accept and to be unconditional to it, and doing that is going to be more easy to find a new solution and new innovation for it.
Very good. Over to excellent. Very good. All right, let's move on to Gail.
Hello, everyone. I acknowledge that I pop out of bed much too quickly, and that I realize in order to remember my dreams, I must stay still and connect with Source in order to remember my dreams. I'm so anxious to remember my dreams.
Yeah. No, that's very true. Very good. Okay, thank you, Gail. All right, let's move on to Sergey.
I realize that I pretty often put expectations into the events instead of seeing the value how they are. So now I intend to understand the current events rather than be upset about how they played out and judge them.
Very good. Yes. Thank you, Sergey. All right, then let's move on now to Celissa.
I acknowledge that I too am impatient about clearing and moving forward more quickly, and that that is me. It's okay. I can accept that part of me, and I can also let it go so that I can be in a better state of neutral flow.
Very good.
And that's when things become okay.
Good. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. All right, now that's fine. Let's move on to Willoughby.
Okay. I acknowledge that I'm following my true dreams and my passions, and I acknowledge to take the leap of faith and step out on it, as well as the love that I have for my true self and my aspirations.
Very good. Beautiful. All right, guys. Excellently well done. All right, so now we're going to move on to our water meditation, or water affirmation. So let's go ahead and grab your glass of water. And again, everybody knows what to do. Just go ahead and give yourself a nice positive, powerful affirmation through your water. And here we go. Okay, guys, so very good. You guys got some good positive, powerful affirmations flowing there. Now we're going to go ahead and work on this morning's format. So this morning we're going to be talking about automatic writing. We're also going to be looking into psychic diaries, reflections as well. So beginning this course, it's all about being able to develop yourself with documenting your psychic diaries. So if you guys haven't started that already, it'd be good to get started on that. But for those of you who already have, we can kind of just look into kind of a reflection period. It's not about sharing exactly what's in the diaries, but more so your journey towards how the psychic diaries have been progressing altogether. Firstly, we're going to be looking into automatic writing. So just a little bit more of an overview in regards to this. Now, is everybody here familiar with automatic writing and what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm not.
I'm not, Brad.
Okay, Autumn and Willie. Okay, great. That's good. So now it gives me something to talk about. All right. So with automatic writing, this is something that, again, is kind of misunderstood in certain ways. It's not about feeling that you have to get into an altered state of consciousness and your hand just needs to start going like this and then you're writing this all over the page. It really is referred to as inspirational writing. Automatic writing is something that we've just termed. It's like channeling. You know, we basically term channeling in a universal way to connect with another extension of our consciousness to bring forward insight. The same thing with automatic writing or inspirational writing. Whatever you like to refer to it as is fine. But basically all we're doing is we're just having an urge to write. It's just the ability for one to, really get themselves into a centered state of meditation. They have a piece of paper. They may just ask a question, whatever that question may be. And then they just start receiving this information, and all of a sudden, they start creating all of this material, and it's just coming from the heart. It's a pure heart flow. It really is no different than channeling or mediumship. We're just doing it in the form of a writing context. Some people will even pop on their computer and they'll do it to the keyboard. That's fine as well. I've done that certainly as well. You can take out a piece of paper and write. You can even start drawing symbols. Symbols can, again, be a part of the automatic writing or inspirational drawing, so to speak. So it really is just being able to communicate with spirit. Some people actually find that automatic writing or inspirational writing is actually one of the easiest ones to do. When you go into vocal channeling, it's a little bit more challenging because you are attempting to vocalize what's coming through based on spirit. With this, it's your writing, and again, so many people I've met can do automatic inspirational writing so well and so easily. It's just that they let themselves completely stay within the center of spirit, of communicating together with them. And so just being able to give yourself that space to surrender yourself, to center, Again, open, trust, interpret, right? Being able to have those three key fundamentals. Those are the three most important fundamentals pertaining to channeling, pertaining to automatic writing, pertaining to psychic ability, pertaining to intuition. It's being able to be open. Pen is dying here. Being able to trust, and being able to interpret. Okay? Those are the three. So as long as you can continue to do that through your automatic writing, inspirational writing, through your channeling, through your mediumship, through your psychic ability, you're going to be great. You know, that's all that's required. Again, openness is just opening yourself up to the universe for possibility. Trust is utilizing discernment and being able to select what is appropriate for you. Interpretation is action, being able to express what it is that you're receiving. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do for being a psychic. That's all you got to do for being a medium, etc. Very, very simple, although it feels that way. Trust, openness, interpretation, they are challenging things to do because we're so used to limiting ourselves. We're so used to feeling that we have to compress ourselves, to keep ourselves contained in a corner and feel that, oh my goodness, there's got to be some type of catch. I just can't be communicating with a really powerful spirit, a really strong, beautiful, high vibratory energy here. Just like that, there's got to be something else. Maybe I got to pay money for it or something. I don't know. Hey, money, you want some cash? Yeah, here you go, spirit. It's not about that, right? It really is the science of the simple, right? It is just being able to open yourself up to the universe. It's really just being able to move yourself into the state of feeling. This is why, again, this morning we were doing a lot more feeling energy within the meditation this morning. Just being able to open up your heart chakra, expand your light, make it wider, and allow this feeling to come through. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to try a little automatic writing experiment here. So if you guys have your notepads or a piece of paper handy and a pen, feel free to bring that up. Okay, so all I want you guys to do this morning is just to ask yourself a question that you may not know. Okay, so basically just asking something that you feel you won't be able to answer through the natural physical mind, through the ego itself, right? So being able to say, maybe for example, you know, why am I here on this planet, right? Who am I? Whatever it may be. One of those enigmatic questions. Maybe it's something else that maybe is more personal that you still can't get an answer to. Whatever that question is, just any particular question that you feel is a very good question to ask to yourself. Okay. So why don't we just go ahead, take a minute now, and write that question down. And after this particular exercise, we'll have a second automatic writing exercise. It'll be even more fun. Okay, so if you guys have your questions, what I'm going to get you guys to do right now is just for about a good 3 minutes, just to be able to tap in to your spiritual self, being able to connect with your higher self, connecting with the universal mind, giving yourself just a few moments to center, just like we've done in the readings in the past, and just start to allow the heart to provide insight for your question. Now I'm saying providing insight. I'm not saying providing answers. Okay? It's helping you to gain insight in regards to what it is that you're receiving, to helping you understand more about the question you asked, an insight that can be like breadcrumbs that are helping you upon a path. That's a lot of how spirit works. So let's just, again, take a moment now just to center ourselves, get ourselves into a nice, relaxed, comfortable position. And again, we'll just do this for 3 minutes. So whenever you are ready, you may go ahead and just tap into that question and just feel your heart, feel yourself, allowing the words to become themselves, and just go ahead and start writing that out. Okay? So here's 3 minutes. Here we go. Just one more minute. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and come back to center now. So let's reflect in regards to how things went. Let's start off with Willany. Willany, how did things go?
It actually went better than I thought. I actually felt that this would be harder than the vocal one, and I actually got down a lot, and it's pretty amazing.
Oh, very good. Did you want to share what you were seeing?
Oh, sure. I asked the question, why am I here on this planet? My response was, you're here to give and show love. You're here to help others and be and eat healthy. You're here to learn more about yourself and your beliefs. You're here to have fun and experience things on this earthly plane. You are here to experience emotions like joy, pain, laughter, friendship, family ties, as well as forgiveness, to connect with your spiritual plane. And then the last thing it says, you are loved. Why else?
Wow, very good. That's very good. Very well done. Excellent. That's like a solid 8 plus right there. If I gave grades, which I don't.
Thanks.
Because I don't believe in the idea of academics. So, but that's very good. I think that's really beautiful. Thank you so much. That's almost like a poem. That's very good. Well done. Thank you, Lauren. All right, let's move on to Celissa. Celissa, what would you like to share in regards to your experience? Yeah, you're still muted, Celissa. Yeah, still muted.
Hold on. Okay. Yes? Yes or no?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
good. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Because I can't tell. What is more important for me to do at this moment in the now? My answer, smile more, send the energies of all is right into the stratosphere. Within the self, play with colors more. Allow the alignment that comes to totally recalibrate you. Then can you be set free from certain archaic programming that block?
Very good. Wow. Another excellent form of communication there. Very good. There's a lot of technical stuff there as well, too. So, very good. Thank you, Celeste. Okay, so let's move on to Sergey. Sergey, what would you like to share?
Well, so when I was trying to do that, I was kind of adjusting to see how, like, different ways to do it. So in the beginning, I was more like getting words rather than like sentences, and not really coherent. Later, it was some sentences, but not necessarily coherent. And at the end, I kind of started getting more, I would say, clear or like more in tune communication. So my question was kind of a random question. I just like picked it up of somewhere, like, do people live in our sun? So, and I was just like getting words like instead of sentences, like sun, water, earth, portal, tunnel. So after that, I kind of retuned myself a little bit, and I started like getting, I flow through the tunnel into the sun, empty bubble, love, and oh, I can't really read that, what I wrote. Where is it?
A lot of different configurations of different words that are basically associated with that question. Okay, no, that's good.
Yep. So that's what I got. Yeah.
It's not giving you a definite answer. It's basically telling you look into these certain words as well too for you to gain understanding. So the idea is that yes, there are beings that live in the sun, but here's more different things for you to take a look at for you to understand it. So it's basically giving you other particular word formats to play with, get an understanding about tapping into their energies, and then getting a familiarity and understanding about how that's possible. Adronis lives in his sun, right? He's starlight, right? So I mean that's exactly what. There are beings within our sun that exist as starlight. There are actually beings that also exist within the sun as well too, non-physicalized consciousness as well. There's a lot of different spacecraft coming and going from the sun as well. In fact, the reason why we have coronal mass ejections is actually from ships that are coming out of the sun that are creating these coronal mass ejections. I'd say about 9 times out of 10. That's the reason why CMEs even happen. Ships are actually passing through the sun and creating these CMEs to basically use the sun's singularity in the center to travel to different galaxies and different dimensions. So quite nice. Yeah, our sun is a natural stargate.
Very cool.
That's good.
Yeah. Actually, pretty much every sun is a natural stargate. That's why the sun is the sun itself. It's light passage. So we're actually utilizing light and singularity to tap into that vibration to become omnipresent. It basically throws the idea of the theory of mass is infinite, out the window because we're not playing together with, the idea of thinking that if we accelerate to the speed of light, where our mass becomes infinite. It's that there's infinite possibilities throughout light that we're basically having the capability of going. So once a person is able to jump into the sun's singularity, I mean, anything within creation is available to you. It's quite nice. We'll be discovering that maybe in a few thousand years. So, okay, very good. Thank you very much, Sergey. So again, just being able to reflect on those words that you've received, that would be a good idea to do so.
Okay.
Let's move on to Gail.
I asked, when will I awaken? And my answer was, with all the work that you have done to clear the suppressed pain in your heart and body over lifetimes, you are progressing perfectly. This has been an ongoing process for the last 5 years of your journey. Profound changes are happening.
Very good. Very powerful.
I always feel as though I'm not awakening, and I expect this big. I don't even know what I expect.
You know what? You're not alone in that feeling. I've talked to a lot of people who feel, I don't feel I'm awake yet. I don't feel like I've really done anything, because you're not really, taking yourself for credit to actually see exactly how far you've come. This is why it's so important to look just as much as behind you to see what footprints you've left in the sand. Right? Being able to actually look at that. So if you're just kind of like this, oh, yeah, okay, I see water, I see an ocean, I see a beach, I see mountains. Yeah, that's nice. But you're not even looking back to see how far you've come from day one, right?
Well,
so that is being able
even if I was to look at a picture a month ago, I'm not the same person, so I should know that the growth is really phenomenal.
That's right.
I have grown.
Yeah. And it's always done through subtlety, because we don't realize how far we've come. We don't see how far we've evolved, because everything is really just happening in subtlety. There's even times where I forget. I don't know what I'm doing. And here I am. I'm looking at myself now. I'm doing all this teaching, and I look back 6 years ago. I'd never be doing this like 6.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this now and saying, oh my goodness, okay, there is a huge shift happening here. But we do it so subtly. Everything is just so flawless. It just comes into our reality, and it comes so neatly and organized and so spontaneously. We just don't have a chance to look back and see the footprints in the sand. And that's the important part, is really just being able to just take a moment, just pause, stop where you are. Oh, okay, we're coming pretty good far away. Okay, keep walking. All right, that's it. Yeah. And it's just that realization. This is why I say psychic diaries are so good to have, because then you're actually being able to reference your process, your progress in regards to how far you've come. So, very good. Okay, excellent.
Thank you.
Let's move on to David. David, how about you? How did things go?
Perfect. I ask, what can I know that will help me to transcend my challenge? And I receive a really nice message. Clarity through your life will appear, and you will be aware that that clarity came from your heart, and it will shine with you for always. So when you focus on things that you don't prefer, ask, why do I focus on this? And the answer always will be a positive one, because the answer always comes from your true self, and your true self know what you want. So be aware about the opportunities of the interpreting things in unbalanced moments for the purpose of balance it and integrate it into your central point.
That's a lot of information too. Very good. You guys were able to produce a lot of stuff in 3 minutes. Very good. All right. Excellent. Thank you, Dave. Very well done. All right, let's move on now to Autumn. Autumn, how did it go?
It went well. I was surprised at how fast the answer came. But I do notice that I actually have to visualize myself kind of turning around and looking back in before I get a really fast, straight answer. But I asked, do I have a twin flame for this human life experience? And I got, yes, the Native American who has been following you around your whole life, and he will materialize, but it may not be in the form that you expect.
Right.
And I have been, as a small child, been seeing this person walk in and out of my life who is indigenous.
That's still like a spirit guide.
That's what I always thought was a spirit guide,
yeah.
But
kind
I don't know.
Very wise, because like you've had many different incarnations as the Native Indians as well too.
Yeah.
So a lot of this person was like almost kind of your other half, your soul mirror in that sense.
Yeah.
I also do feel that he will materialize in regards to a spirit of another physically, but right now you're getting to know him more on a spirit level, more on a spirit guide level.
Awesome.
Very good. All right. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to Anne. Anne, how did things go?
It went well. I asked, what am I to do while waiting for new investors, location, and all that sort of thing that I've spent a year working on and just dissolved for the new facility. And instantly I got meditate, paint, work with sound frequencies, walk in nature, meditate, tone to align myself with my home frequency. Do not learn any new techniques or modalities. Integrate what you have learned. You tend to keep pushing towards understanding more and more, doing more, and we don't have the ability to align and integrate your bodies when you're constantly trying to bring in more information. We're trying to connect, but your mind races. Meditate, walk in nature, sit, be, stop doing so much, stop thinking and trying to figure it out. You will always have all that you need, and we are with you.
Very good. And that's perfect advice as well. Again, I'm just amazed that everybody's challenged it. It's been extremely well done. Yeah, very great. And that's really, really good sound advice. And this is it. This is just what it is. It's just being able to take a minute out of your day, a few minutes out of your day, and just ask these questions. This is something even I have to take, more into consideration as well. Because I have this natural connection with Adronis, I can basically just ask a question. Adronis pops in, he can provide insight, and I don't really take enough, credit into that particular form of ability. And so it's just feeling that I'm working my day, I'm so involved with this and involved with the other thing and involved with that I don't actually give myself a chance to check in. So this is just a reminder for all of us. I feel just being able to, give those few minutes of reserved time if you feel that something is frustrating, something is turbulent within your reality. Sit down with yourself, do an automatic writing, an inspirational writing like this, and receive some insight. It really, really helps. There's a lot of great information. Well done, guys. Okay, so before we get into the second part of automatic writing, which is basically word association interpretation, I'm going to kind of rephrase that. It'll actually be a question interpretation. But we're going to get into psychic diary and reflections as well. So if you guys have not started your psychic diaries, again, I recommend doing this. And again, these are some of the new people. Psychic diaries are just a part of the Psychic Academy. If you already have your own diary, then keep that separate from this. This should be your own psychic diary altogether. This should be something that you're actually personally doing just for the Academy itself in regards to your own spiritual development, your psychic development, etc. Right? So it basically just starts that you're just writing out all the information that came through the day. So you're just kind of creating a post, so to speak. Just being able to share that raw information on the page. once that's done, you don't even worry about analyzing. You don't worry about doing any kind of overview. You just write down your day about how it was. Maybe it's 1 sentence long. Maybe it's 2 sentences long. Maybe it's 20 sentences, whatever it is, right? Being able to just close the book, boom, you're done, okay? You come back the next morning, you open up that post, and you create a little footnote just below. Now you are a clean slate. Now you can look back at what you had shared in your previous entry, and now you can feel free to just do an overview, just looking at it as an observer, and just being able to give yourself an idea about what challenges you have overcome altogether. Maybe just a realization that may have come through. Maybe I was complaining yesterday that I had a sore foot and I didn't know what to do. Well, hey, I woke up this morning, I just did a nice meditation and the pain was gone. Great, there's a little footnote there, right there. So the footnote is basically just representing the idea of observation. It's your observational footnote, just being able to look at the information that you placed in the psychic diary and being able to reflect on that. So it's a reflection, observational note. So just keep doing that for as often as you can. Each day is recommended. If you miss a day, then catch up with the next day afterwards, right? So it's just a good thing to be able to continue to reflect. This has nothing to do with me because I don't really need to see you guys' diary. This is for yourselves. This is so you're being able to keep track of yourself, look into your progress, see how things have been going, and what you're really learning through the Psychic Academy as well. So again, this is all for your particular benefit. So it's my highest recommendation to have a psychic diary, and remember to do your reflections within it. Okay, great guys. So now we're going to go into question interpretation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask who here would like to ask a question for the group to answer. Someone just raise their hand. Who here would just like to ask a question for the group to answer? Man, there's like, oh, I don't know. They put on the spot here. David, how about you?
I have a question.
Okay. Oh, it's like David.
David,
okay, all right.
David, go ahead.
No, go ahead you first. I don't have a question.
I thought David was going to be reaching his hand up, but he was just scratching his nose.
Yesterday's class, you had told me that I had a hybrid child named Morris. I would like to ask if anybody can connect to Morris and tell me a little bit about Morris.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're not going to do it that way. Basically, what we're going to do is you're asking your question, okay, what about my hybrid child, Morris? Okay, so what we're all going to do is through automatic writing is we're just going to write down insight relating to Gail's question, okay? What is it about Gail's hybrid child, Morris? Okay. So we'll just take 2 minutes just to write some information down, then we'll just go through the circle and just evaluate what is coming through. I'm going to stay out of it. So I basically got that information, but I can probably share something later on when we get into the circle demonstration, to the group reading exercise. So I can probably share something, perhaps, through there if it comes up. Okay, so again, let's just have that question down on the piece of paper. We'll have 2 minutes and write down information, insight, as it comes through. Here we go. Just another 30 seconds. Another 30 seconds. Okay, guys, we'll go ahead and we'll come to center now. So, pens down. And let's start over with Anne, and then we'll move over to Willany. Anne, what did you receive for Gail's question?
He has green skin. He is 4 something tall. I don't know if it's 4 feet, 4 meters, 4 inches. I just got 4. He's active, running and playing, and very inquisitive. Something about gray. It's a color gray, but I don't know what that means. I just picked up gray. He has big feet and a big smile or energy of a smile. I don't know. I'm not seeing the mouth, but it's like he's projecting a smile, a radiance, radiating out the energy of a smile. Very welcoming and loving.
Great. Okay, great. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
On to Autumn. Autumn, what did you receive?
Okay. That is not how I saw him at all, but
That's
I'll
okay.
just I see him as as a teenager, and he has earphones on, and he's listening to music, and then I got the words karate and warrior.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole idea. It's not about having an identical reading here. It's being able to see the interpretation of this particular being. Because they exist in some type of other particular type of reality, we're utilizing some type of relationship and association together. So basically just being able to translate that the best form of our ability. So, okay, and David, what did you receive?
Okay, I received that he's learning geometry and trigonometry to integrate it with sound resonance for the purpose of healing and having different state of altered consciousness in different planes to apply into their true Gail. And I feel that he is also helping Gail to develop her healing abilities. And I just received that. Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Okay, and let's move on to Sergey. Sergey, what did you receive?
I received kind of a couple of statements. I go to sleep often to communicate with you. Love is the connection point. That's what I got.
Okay, excellent. Very good. And Gail, we'll be getting your feedback once we're done with everybody here. Let's move on to Celissa.
I got he is inquisitive, likes the taste of strawberry, highly questioning, enjoys discovering new sounds and tastes. He is in human terms adolescent.
Very good. Excellent. Beautiful. Thank you, Celissa. All right, let's move on finally to Willany. Willany, what did you receive?
Okay. First thing I saw was a triangle, so I think that maybe he likes math, kind of going along the lines with working with shapes or geometry. He's very energetic and a happy person. He's so excited that you know about him on this physical plane. He's been watching over you. He loves to laugh and smile, especially at all the progress that you have achieved. I kind of saw an adolescent boy kind of laughing and smiling behind your right shoulder. He loves you very much and is very proud of you, and I got the word namaste.
Very good. Very powerful.
Very cool.
There's some good commonality between a lot of you guys are seeing a lot of common things like the smile, the working together with geometry. It's been picked up a couple of times. The ability to play, above energy, adolescence, teenager. So that is, in that sense, really reflecting. I think that's what Adronis was sharing with you. Basically, kind of like a young teenage boy that represents that of the Yayo civilization and is making contact with you. Very good. So, Gail, feedback in regards to everything you received.
Well, it was really interesting. I tried to connect myself, and I got that I communicate with you often, especially during the evening when you are restoring your body. And then Serge said the same thing, so that's pretty much the same thing. So that's really cool. But I feel that he's very energetic, and a warrior as well. So that's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of energy. What I'll do as well too, just for now, so I'm receiving it, is Morris is going to give me a symbol for you to connect with. This one's kind of interesting. It's that. It's a down arrow. That's really all you have to do to connect with his energy, is just look at a down arrow. This is basically representing the idea of like a relay. So an information aspect is coming in. So kind of like an incoming transmission, so to speak. So just a simple triangle with an arrow with a line up, a down arrow. That's something you can use to connect with his energy.
That is really interesting because 3 months ago I started doing art, and you told me I was channeling art, and I did a mandala, and it was complete. I mean, it was what it was.
Yeah.
And then I got the urge to take it off of my wall and add this to it. So that's months ago. So that's really incredible. I should go get it and show it to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting because a lot of the people who I've talked to who have hybrid children are so connected to them in so many different ways. And they just go into a meditation state and they're talking to them. They're going into their dreams and they're talking to them very, very frequently. So a lot of the hybrid children they're very interactive. All you have to do is call upon them, and they'll be happy to interact with you in some shape, way, or form. From my own discovery, I think I have hundreds of hybrid kids, from what I've been told. So I thought my own 2 kids here in this reality would be a handful, but got hundreds of others celestially. So that's
I thought
good thing there's no payments in outer space, guys. Ooh, that's great.
I thought when you have hybrid kids that you had a lot.
I do. Yeah, I have quite a lot.
Yeah.
But it's great, just being able to connect with them in different realities. Like I have had dreams of children here and there, so there's so many, it's hard to keep track. But some of them are part of the IEL, some of them are part of completely different associations as well too. But it's a beautiful, beautiful world of how this all just works together. And it's basically just being able to see exactly how the person who is receiving this information, how they feel about it, and being able to have that kind of redundant commonality that happens between people who read this information and it comes forward as well. So very beautiful. Okay, guys, great. That was just our second part of the automatic writing experiment. So if you guys can do that, you guys are actually able to give readings to people, right? So this is something that's really, really powerful, really amazing. And I guess my recommendation would just be to continue to work with each other. Go into the student groups. People want to ask questions. Being able to, again, test your palette and receive information based upon a question that may be posted in the student group, or beyond that, friends, family, etc. Being able to continue to develop this as much as you can. Okay, very good. So now we're going to move on to the next part, which is a group reading exercise. So again, with this one, we're not going to have stuff too long. We're basically just going to kind of look at a person and just say something, like a brief phrase or a brief sentence, just in regards to what they're feeling. So it's like what we have done in the group readings in the past, but we're doing that for every single person down the line. So I think because we have quite a few people today, I think I'm just going to get about 3 or 4 of you to do this today because of time restraints. But I think we're going to start firstly with Anne. We're going to start with Anne. And just being able to go down the line and just say, okay, Autumn, here's what I'm feeling for you. David, here's what I'm feeling for you, et cetera, going all the way down to Willany. If you want to do me, you can do me as well too. But and just being able to go down the line, just something very brief. It does not have to be very large. We're not looking for depth here. We're just getting feelings of energy that we can kind of convey in maybe like a sentence or 2, for example. So Anne, whenever you feel ready, feel free to begin with Autumn, and you can come down to me if you like. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Autumn, with you, I'm seeing crimson and purple, and it's kind of swirling as if someone, I almost want to say paint, but it's more airy than paint, and it's just coming from 2 different directions and just swirling around, intermingling a little bit, but yet holding its separateness. whatever the energy behind that is, I just see that kind of flooding around you. I guess I'm being visual today. David, I'm getting a lot of green for you. I feel like your heart center is really opening and you're working with that. And you're looking into a lot of different ways to open it. But it's already vibrating at green. So I think you're there with unconditional love and where you're wanting to be.
Thank you.
Gail, I'm getting blue with you. It's kind of a turquoise blue. Maybe that's to open your heart, your throat chakra more in the readings that you do. Do you do readings?
I do.
You do readings for people. Maybe wear some turquoise around your neck or a turquoise crystal. Just increase that frequency to help with the vocalization of it. And then Sergey Brown, I don't know why the colors are coming in, but I'm feeling that you need to ground a little bit more into your body to be able to handle the spiritual energies coming in. It'll just help stabilize it a little bit more and allow you some more clarity. Celissa, you're all purple. You're flying high, and you probably need to ground a little bit too, but I just see you kind of floating up and out the top, and there's a lot of purple energy around you. I'm just interpreting that as you're more in your head and on out versus integrating everything into all the bodies, bringing them into alignment to be a clear channel without confusion. And then, Willany, you've got all that pink baby energy around you. It's bubblegummy and sweet and delicious and just very loving. I see you in a room full of kindergartners or first graders or something like that, where just cotton candy is what I'm feeling with you. Just really beautiful energy. I'm not going to read you, Brad. Or do you want me to? I mean, it will take me another minute.
That's okay.
I'm
exhausted. I'm off. So that's okay.
She's on a roll.
That was very, very good. I mean, being able to have all that information come through very quickly, and you summed it up so well. So very great. So this is basically what we're just looking for, just being able to play with energies and just seeing exactly what we can come through. Would anybody like to volunteer to be next?
I would.
I was actually just about to think of picking you next, Gail, so very good. All right, we're in sync. Very good. All right, so Gail, if you want to start down with Willany and just work your way up to Anne, and just take it away when you're ready.
Well, Willany, I haven't written hers yet, but give me a second,
Okay.
please. I see a lot of geometric symbols all around her. That baby energy is very steep. It really is. Again, I got chills and angels all around me. I see that your husband, I see his face, and when the baby does come, you're not pregnant right now, but it won't take long. I just see the immense joy and laughter and love, and it's really awesome. For Anne, I'm so glad that I'll be able to talk to Anne again. Anne, what I've been picking up for you, and Spirit kept coming to me for days about you. I know you have your plan, but the universe has their own plan. I see that you are going to be purchasing a renovated or a house that needs to be renovated. I believe you're going to have a partner. You're going to have your business standing by itself. So
I agree.
that's what kept coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're overthinking everything and you're anxious to have all this happen, but just release, and everything's going to happen. For
Thank
autumn,
you.
You're welcome. For autumn, Spirit says that you have to feel your pain. So right now, what Spirit's saying you're doing is trying to preoccupy yourself because you don't want to think and feel. And it says to sit down and come to your heart. Let the pain come to your heart. After a couple minutes, it will subside. Keep doing these exercises with different things that come up in this about this relationship, and you'll be healed a lot quicker. Please don't try and occupy yourself with little things, to distract yourself. Just go ahead and feel it. Take the week to do this, and it's going to really subside, and you'll be off to a new journey. So it's going to happen fairly quickly.
Thank you,
And I
Gail.
feel you. With David, I just get a gigantic white light, like it's all over the room that he's sitting in. Tremendous growth and love around him. Serge, I get you've been overthinking and you need to release. And that's really almost like sometimes it just shuts off, and it did shut off. So, Celissa, you have a tremendous amount of growth in this last week. I see leaves falling all around you. And still, Spirit always tells me to remind you to take care of you. You're doing a little bit better, but you could be doing more. So, like, I don't know if it's like putting lotion on your body, conditioning your hair, work with loving yourself and taking time for you. It's imperative. It's important.
Very good.
And for Brad, like you, I see Jedi. I do see Jedi. You're so into that. And, you're very playful. You're like a little kid, and it's lovely for Spirit to watch, So you're just blossoming. And with the yoga, I think you slowed down on the yoga, so you get involved with something and you just trickle on to other things, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So you're on the right path. They love watching you play, and you're very playful.
Although enjoying tonight, because I get to do sword fighting tonight, so that'll be fun. So,
Yeah,
it's
so that's really cool.
yeah,
That's
that'll be,
awesome. I enjoyed reading every one of you.
it was great. Really well done. Again, beautifully well done. All right, thank you very much, Gail. So let's move on to anybody else that would like to volunteer to read next.
Me?
David? Okay, go for it.
Okay, so with Anne.
Start with Anne and you work your way down.
Oh, okay. I feel really that you are trusting more of what you prefer. I feel that you are experiencing a moment of relaxation. I also feel a lot of positive energy around around your business, around what you want. So it's a good moment to be really relaxed. That is the most important thing, to be relaxed. And I feel that with Adam, I feel that you will find true love. I feel that you are finding your true love through yourself, and through that you are going to attract persons, not just one, but a lot of people that reflect the unconditionality that you are experiencing. So it's going to be a different kind of love that you have experienced before. It's going to be a more pure love because it's with yourself. And with Gail, I feel that you are developing a lot of healing abilities. I feel that your hybrid children is right back to your side, and he's calibrating a lot of your energies, and you also are helping him to do something similar, but in different levels. And I feel that you are developing a lot of your healing and reading abilities, a big develop. With Sergey, I feel that you are having you are a big innovator person. you're going to have a big innovations to transcend your old patterns and your old limits. And I feel that that energy is really strong with you, a really innovative energy. With Solisa, I feel that you have a guide with you that is working with your fifth chakra and is calibrated to your whole body, and I feel that you soon are going to be to really open to be a vocal channel. It's going to be really easy for you. And with Willowy, I feel that you are having like a blending of energy, like with the masculine and feminine energy, and I feel that you are in the middle point. So I also feel that's why somebody read your energy and told you that you maybe will have a child or a baby, but I also feel that it's have to be with the blending of the two energies, and it will reflect in different forms in your reality. And with Brad, I feel that you are going to experience a big event, but I don't know is an event with people, but I feel more that is an event with yourself, something really important that just you are going to experience is like a personal event. I just felt that, so thank you.
Okay, great. Very good. Thank you, David. Very good speed here. Happening next. All right, would anybody else like to volunteer? One more volunteer for this session. Anybody? Let's try it. Kind of looking either in Willowy or Solisa's direction. Willowy, would you like to give it a try?
Sure, I'll try.
Okay, go ahead. So if you want to start with Solisa, and you can move it way down to him.
Okay. With Solisa, I'm picturing a home. I should probably ask why. Hold on a second. It's saying to take it easy and to relax and to take more of yourself and to take care of yourself. For Sergey, I had a picture. It looks like looks kind of like this, pulsating. Let me find out why. It's saying to relax and not think so much of yourself. To just let things flow and come as it should. Brad, give me another day or so. I think I'll be ready for you.
First, keeping Brad. So if you feel that's all you're getting, then just move on to the next person.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Brad, with you, I'm getting love, fun times. I'm also kind of getting a reading of a sailboat, kind of like to just have fun, be as a child, enjoy life.
Very good. Okay. Thank you very much, William. It was very good. Very well done. Again, it can be a little bit overwhelming at first. It is your first attempt to doing this, but as you do it more and more, you'll notice you just go right down the line. Okay, here's what I'm getting for you. Here's what I'm getting for you, etc. That's very good. You guys are able to get 3 to 4 people in there. So thank you, William. Oh, did you want to try for
yeah, sure. I have just a couple of things.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So for Anne, I'm getting that Spirit would like for you to add some ridiculousness into your life. Just
Thank
to
you.
have lightness, and for some reason I'm getting cartoon characters for several of you. So, do you know Donkey from Shrek?
You asking me? I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's that kind of like silly, being the art of ridiculousness, and just to bring that in and to embrace that for yourself.
Okay.
And then for David, I see Fantasia with you. I don't know why I'm getting cartoon characters, but it's like you are an apprentice, but I definitely see you as the shaman someday. You are gonna be the medicine man someday. So enjoy the apprenticeship right now and as in your studies.
Okay. Thank you.
Sergey, the only word I got here for you was forgiveness, and I don't know if that's for self or if there's something that is happening right now that needs some forgiveness, but that's the word that came up.
Great, thank you.
And Gail, I'm also seeing the hybrid child helping you along and spending a lot of time with you, and helping you to release some of the things that you've been trying to let go, like the smoking. I see that's that they're helping to break that down so that you can release that. So Lissa, I just sense that you've brought a lot of new peace into your life. You're kind of beaming for me. Like I just see you like really happy and enjoying things right now. So I also see the purple. The color of your shirt is exactly the aura around you. And Wilhelmie, I also see the maternal stuff, but with the addition of adding Spirit saying, go out and enjoy some physical activity right now. So I don't know what that is, but exercise and physical activity is what I got.
Very good.
That's all I got.
Good. Thank you very much. All right, thank you again to all the volunteers today for being able to do this reading. It is challenging because we're going down a line and we're reading people simultaneously. So to conclude, I will go ahead and I'll be reading all of you down the line. So this just feels good to do so. Okay, so I'm going to start firstly with Wilhelmie, and I'll move all the way to Anne. So you may just see me kind of scribbling stuff on the board. This is just matrix algorithms should I require, and give a brief reading for everybody here. Okay, so I'm going to first start with Wilhelmie. There's a feeling of kind of a very strong integration coming through you. I think that you're very academic in certain ways. I think that there's certain educational levels that you really do want to explore. I feel that there's certain more spiritual education levels, I think, that's kind of like spiritually academic. So I feel that there's some type of educational energy that's coming through you that helps you to want to further yourself more, develop yourself more. You like to be a learned individual. So really being able to develop a lot more of this knowledge. You're kind of like a knowledge faucet right now. So a lot of this information is coming through you, but it feels like there's an educational direction, something educational that's going to be coming into your life that will help shape you more into what you want to become on a spiritual and even a philosophical level as well. Okay? So I'll leave that with you. Okay, so for Celissa. You have a lot of guides, like a lot of councils that are working together with you right now. I'm thinking one of these particular councils is the Council of Mercury. Actually, with our own planet Mercury, there's a council there that's actually working, associating itself together with you. They may actually be creating certain forms of technology to interface with you. But it feels like one of those particular councils are working with you. I also feel Council of Saturn is working together with you as well. It's basically sharing with you that these grids are being put together and that there are certain forms of establishment. Open yourself up to the possibilities about how you want to express yourself. Don't worry about it. You have to suppress yourself or condense yourself in regards to being worthy of receiving this information. The more open that you feel, the more opportunistic and much more easement this particular information from these councils will be coming through. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. Let's see, for Sergey. there is somebody who's looking to get a hold of you. There's somebody who's looking to get in touch with you. It does feel like kind of like an old lover, so to speak. I feel like something, maybe perhaps on the times of England or France, but kind of a lover in spirit that's actually trying to get back to you and actually helping to connect with you a lot more. Kind of like in a beautiful like white dress and all that stuff. It's almost like a wife, so to speak, in a previous life that's actually attempting to come back together and helping you to educate yourself more in the femininity, opening your heart up as well too. The closest approximation I can get for a name would be Angelica. So you can actually use that for this particular partner that's coming through in spirit. She is a spirit guide, very, very beautiful woman, very attractive, like a really white, beautiful white dress, very, very angelic looking. So again, that's probably why Angelica was used. I'm not sure if that's even her real name, but that's just a name you can use as a template. Okay. All right, so let's move on to Gail. Just a lot of light, a lot of orbs that are actually floating around you right now. I feel that, again, a lot of these are integrative. I think just it's basically like spirit is trying to cheer you up. It's trying to bring you into a lot of different forms of spiritual activity, working together in cooperation. It feels like there's a lot of different beings that are working alongside you. I actually get the feeling of pixies as well, too, that are actually working alongside you right now, just attempting to cheer you up, to make you know, hey, here's how you are progressing. You know, look into our world and you'll see exactly how far you've come. So again, being able to look into kind of like the pixie, the elemental realms as well, I feel that that's a very strong energy there. A lot of nature orbs as well too. Maybe going up to a forest, I think, may actually be very, very good for you as well. Just enjoy a forest, you know, a little park, maybe somewhere in your area, and just go on a tour for that and just listen and let the energies come together in that way. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, David. Let's see. The Andromedans are attempting to contact you again, David. In fact, you may actually be getting a sighting here pretty soon, probably in the next couple of weeks. I feel that you may see something in the sky. There may be a little star that's passing by. Something's going to give some type of sighting to you that's going to be coming up here. And I feel it will be the Andromedan energy, and it's a download sequence. So you're actually going to be getting a download from this upcoming sighting. Okay, that's what I'm getting.
Okay. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, it sounds quite exciting. But like I said, it's almost like a star, maybe like a star wiggling out the sky, or something that will be, you know, of a kind of sighting phenomenon.
Yeah, I also feel something similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting calibrated. It's like your family's going, okay, calibration time. Next big step. Okay, so let's look into Autumn now. Autumn, I'll go ahead and scan your energy now. Love is all around you. You're really going to be meeting this whole new friendship that's going to be coming together. I feel that there's a lot more people that are actually going to be gravitating towards you a lot more with this particular breakup that has happened. I feel that there is, again, a lot of love that's coming around you, so I feel this is actually going to allow you to attract more people. This is going to encourage you to go out and communicate with more people who are of like mind. You're going to make a lot of new friends. So I feel a lot of new friendship is coming together. I also feel that the particular Indian guide, the name I'm getting kind of sounds like Mahako. So that would be M-A-H-A-Y-K-O. That sounds kind of similar to a name that would be appropriate for him. Refer to him as Mahako. He's actually going to be guiding you to people. So actually being able to work together with new friendships that are going to be established, people who you can talk to. I feel there's actually quite a lot of new female friends that are going to be coming. But I think there might be a couple male friends in there. But I think a lot more female energy is coming together, self-empowerment in that sense. So a lot more empowerment coming together with these new friends, and I feel that Mahako is going to guide you into those areas to establish new friendships. Love is all around you. Okay. All right, and for Anne. You have angels, wings, and a halo. That's basically what's happening right now. Nothing to worry about in the least at all. Everything's good. Everything's already taken care of. It's basically now just a time for you to see the events of going where you're wanting to go. Everything's basically stamped. It's got a seal of approval on it. Everything in regards to your business, relating to where you want to advance yourself, all of those avenues are already taken care of. So it's like you have this halo on your head, you got these angels' wings, and you're ready to fly. So again, a lot of particular forms of connections Yeah, with the archangelic realms, I do also feel that there's also a connection with Edgar Casey as well too. I feel that you have a connection with. So you may want to look into Edgar Casey, because I feel that there's a lot of similarity to what you do and what he has done. And it feels like Edgar Casey is basically kind of guiding you in certain ways. So you do have some type of association with Edgar Casey.
David Wilcox.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much Wilcock, but Edgar Casey. Yeah. So but that's very good. David Wilcock does have certain forms of energy. He's not actually the incarnation of Edgar Casey. He has certain forms of energetics in relationship to him, but he's not exactly Edgar. Edgar Casey's not even on the planet. He probably won't be in here until about maybe mid-21st century, around that time. But right now he just has a certain kind of connection with him in a certain form, kind of like an oversoul companion, so to speak. But Edgar Casey himself, to look into his energy directly, would be a good move. A lot to learn. Okay, great.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's it. So that is our class for today. Do we have any questions before we wrap up today's class?
No, I would just like to say that it's phenomenal how everybody is growing, and you could see it. I remember Anne's probably the second day. She didn't feel comfortable. She is very comfortable today. We're all growing. It's just really cool. And I thank you.
It's great. Absolutely great for that. Very good.
Well, it's so easy with all of you. You're in a group where there's no judgment, and you can say, I see pink elephants with, purple socks flying around, and nobody's going to judge you. It's an archetypical energy, and you're just trying to decipher what it means.
Then I'd be looking at you saying, is the elephant smiling for people?
Right.
I mean, I tell people to go outside and talk to trees. That's their homework, right? So,
right.
I mean, I wish I had that homework in school. It'd be great. Go talk to a tree, pet the grass for a bit, see how the grass is making you feel. And this is the education I feel actually the next couple of decades we'll probably have children like this. And being able to have them go outside and interact with the world, tell them who saw a squirrel, and being able to interact with that squirrel as well. It's a beautiful time to be alive right now. We're really going through a nice shift. So, no, it's everybody here makes this class amazing. So it's just a great energy. We just attract great people that are very, very serious and fun and playful in regards to knowing more about their own natural intuition and abilities. So again, thank you everybody for being here today. Have a great day. And for those of you who are here tomorrow, I'll see you then. And for the rest of you, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing it, guys. Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.